us who've been elected to be members of parliament, okay? They're people, but in fact, we are better qualified to be the Secretary of State for Education, because we know, we have experienced, we have lived the life, walked the walk, but instead we have got inexperienced people, many of which are career politicians, making decisions for our children and our life, which is going to impact for generations to come. So, I'm going to go now because I've probably overrun, and Michelle's going, yeah, Jen, you probably have. Our final note. If people say to you, nothing's going to happen, if they say, oh, it's all about safety, it's fine, if they say home education is being protected, I just ask them to look at the direction of travel. Just look at what's happened already. Look at fight school fines, look at against the VAT on schools bills, speak to anyone with a child with SEND and ask them what kind of battle they've been on. So, I've been Jen Hodge, doing Education Differently. Thank you so much for coming and listening, and let's keep fighting.
I'm okay, thank you. Zach Polanski and Green Pie. Shall we go? Okay, that on video.
Hi, I'm Sharon, and my daughter Jen is just being wrangled by this lovely man here. Jen would, she's not able to be here. So I'm going to tell you our story. I'm going to read straight from the paper because I'm nervous. Ours, like too many, was just a relentless battle to get the support for Jen that she needed. She finally received a diagnosis of autism and ADHD when she was 10. For my family, the support Jen needed didn't come in time. My Jen died by suicide 4 years, 3 months, 5 days ago, aged just 17. She completed her suicide on her 6th attempt. We tried to get her help, and we didn't get any further than waiting list for any significant support. Why wasn't she seen? Why wasn't I heard by schools? Too many times, especially by her secondary school, I was told, she's fine when she's here, or she's only tired because she's too busy outside of school. It wasn't acknowledged that she wasn't coping, that her mask shattered as soon as she got to the safety of home. This is not just about individual children or families, it's about a system that fails to recognise and respond to the hidden struggles of so many. If this bill gets passed, it must take into account those children who look and behave okay in school, but are masking, slowly breaking inside, enduring physical and mental torture just to get through the day. Where schools have caused this trauma, a child will not be able to return. Well-being must be at the core of education. It's simple. If a child isn't physically, emotionally and mentally safe, they will not be in a position to learn. Right now, our system is not designed to ensure that safety. As parents, the decision to keep children out of school is not taken lightly. This decision is to protect the safety and well-being of the children and their families. The way the education system is now and the direction it's heading, it's not suitable for children. If it was, then all children would be able to attend school and in a suitable setting and receive a good and appropriate education that meets their needs. We need more than small adjustments. We need fundamental shift, a systemic change that puts children's well-being at the heart of every single policy, every classroom and every law. Action must be taken to support children before they reach the point of not seeing another way other than to die by suicide. This is happening more and more. There are children are getting younger. Children as young as 7 years old are phoning suicide prevention lines for help. Children as young as 11 are completing suicides, and this just shouldn't happen. It doesn't have to be this way. The government can choose to see every child. The government can choose to listen to every parent. The government can choose to make systemic changes. The government can choose to put well-being at the heart of our schools and our laws. This bill cannot be passed, not just for my daughter, but for every single child who is struggling or suffering in the current or will suffer in the future if this bill is passed. We demand a future where every child is safe, every child is supported, and every child is able to thrive, not by chance but by design. If this bill gets passed, it will cost beautiful young lives, and we must act now, and we must act together to change the system so that every single child remains safe.